Hello everyone and welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we're going to be taking a look at a knife from the RoseCraft Blades traditional line of knives. You can see it comes in this sort of tan style box. RoseCraft logo on the front here. We've got RoseCraft Blades, the interlocking RC, which of course they've been using on their newer style knives. We make knives for people who love knives. Great sort of stuff from them. I really do like their newer style logo. We have the RoseCraftBlades.com on the side. And of course that's repleted on the back of the box as well. Barcode, we're looking at the RoseCraft Cane Creek Jack, and that is model number RCT013. Again, the RoseCraft Blades logo repeated on the bottom, and of course China of the country of origin. Very nice design box, very sturdy, keeps the knife safe when it comes to you, and that knife is held safe inside this foam cutout inside the packaging, and it fits in there really snugly. And because we do have a D2 carbon steel blade, the knife comes wrapped in this tissue paper as well, which helps it grip to the inside of that as well. Keeping it nice and safe to you, no worry about damage on its way to you. You can see we have the cancer and reproductive harm on the base there as well. And then opposite to the pull tab, we do have a smaller barcode, again saying the same thing, the Cane Creek Jack RCT013. So we'll pop this to one side and take a look at the knife. So here it is, the RCT013, the Cane Creek Jack. You can see we've got a close length of 1, 2, 3, 3.5, and that is probably in my sort of Goldilocks range, I would say, for a closed knife length on a traditional. It does sort of fit my hand very well. It doesn't sort of disappear in the hand, but there's enough handle there for me to grab. Keeps it secure for me. It's just a size that I really sort of enjoy. It's between this and the 3 7/8, which is like a sow belly size. That sort of handle size is great for me. It's really comfortable, and especially with this being a single bladed as well. It's nice and slim, fits in a nice little leather slip really well. Nice discreet carry in your pocket. We can see we have these really sort of vibrant G10 scales. We do have orange into like a dark orange or red, and then a black line through the middle, and then opposite out the other side it goes red and then into orange. Do love that they're doing this different style handle materials. I love how they've mixed it up as well and gone for sort of like a 70s theme, I guess, maybe even 60s with the oranges and the reds. I really do like that. It does remind me of a beach chair, especially the colours do. But we also have nickel silver pins and then stainless steel bolsters on either end. You can see the top bolster near the pivot is lined on both sides, and they match up perfectly, which is great to see. Hafting around there is fantastic, no sharp edges at all. Even the edge of the tang has been rounded off very slightly, but just enough so you know it's not going to catch on your pocket or maybe even catch your finger. On the butt end of the knife then, we can see we have this sort of coffin style end cap, and we have the interlocking RC on there as well. Very nice touch. I love that they've done that instead of including a shield. I think I actually prefer this, having the little rosebud shield on there. I think it just makes it look a little bit classy. And I really do prefer a knife with no shield. Something about just the full handle to itself, it just looks great to me. Fit and finish on this is fantastic, second to none really. All the RoseCraft blades I've received have been absolutely perfect. No gapping, no light shines through whatsoever. See, the termination is great. Centering as well is very, very good. Pretty much spot on. Can't really see anything wrong with that. Really well done. We do have stainless steel liners, as you can see, with a stainless steel spring. Gives it that whole sort of single piece look when it's constructed together like that. And of course on the reverse as well, we do have the nickel silver pins again. Let's take a look at the blade. So this is a D2 steel blade. It does have the RoseCraft stamp now. They've gone from an etch to a stamp. I will say I hope they maybe change up this font a little bit. Does look a little bit generic as the font. That's maybe my only minor gripe with this knife. Everything else I think is flawless with it. It's fantastic for me, and it's really comfortable. I love it in the hand. Just love to see maybe if they make it a little bit smaller and put like a little rose next to it, or just use a slightly different font. I think that would be great and go down really well with the community. On the back, the model number and the steel and the maker's mark is still etched. See, we have Andy Armstrong's maker's model, D2 steel, and RCT013 for the model number. This of course is a satin finish on the blade. Do have a wonderful blade edge there, and this one came screaming sharp out of the box. And as you'd expect from RoseCraft, the edge grind is perfect all the way along on both sides. We do have a nice clean nail nick on there as well, positioned really nicely on the blade. I do like it when it's further the pivot side of the blade. Just seems to give the knife a bit of a better pull rather than it being near the end. It always looks a bit awkward when it's down here, so I love the fact that it's back there. Gives the pull about a 7, which is fantastic for me as well, with, I mean, excellent walk and torque. Nice positive snap into that half stop, and as well into the fully open position. We do have swedging on there, and I will say they've done it exactly how I like it for a swedging, really. I don't like the really slow fade into the swedge. I prefer it when they just do like a quick cut down into a swedge, and you get this sort of squared off bit here. Really do like that, and I'm glad they've done that on this knife. It does look really good on this. Love the grind lines they keep on the blade as well. Few minor scratches on there, but I have been carrying this over the weekend. Just wanted to get a feel for the knife before I brought you guys a review. Real nice crisp half stop. Really nice snap into the close as well. Walk and torque on all these RoseCraft knives have been fantastic. Let's take a look at the blade length then. We have a tip to tang blade length of 1 to just shy of 2.75, and then a cutting edge of 1 to 2.4 inches. So a very UK friendly knife, one I would have no trouble carrying around the UK, and I have been carrying and using this over the weekend. Actually went out for steak on the weekend with some family and actually used this as my steak knife. No one noticed, no one said a thing, so it's just a very nice discreet knife to use, although the sort of vivid colours on there. But I think that adds it to more to be a conversation starter and a conversation piece rather than people getting scared of it. It doesn't look aggressive in any sort of way, and I mean, it even does have that sort of steak knife look to it. But overall, really impressed with this. Does have a stop pin in there as well, which sits nicely in the choil. Stop any blade wrap on the back of the knife, which is great. Love to see that on these sort of modern style traditionals. Overall, fantastic knife. Really happy with it. Glad I got one of these. So there we go, guys. That's my review of the RoseCraft Blades Cane Creek Jack, and the model number is RCT013. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.